Hey y'all, what's good? So as you can see, we are home. I know it's been like a week since we posted a video, but I have really been like out of it, like very sick and not feeling good. What you smiling at? Did you see yourself? You wanna say hi? Michelle? Okay, say hi. So yeah, it's Sunday, and the kids have created this really nice, well, I wouldn't say nice, but I would say it's a creative looking tower in their room, so I wanted to capture it, so let me turn the camera around. Never mind the floor, you guys. It's a kid's room, so I stopped stressing out a long time ago, expecting this room to be spick and span. As long as it's cleaned up and their beds are made and the toys are in their toy box that's over there, and their shoes and stuff is hung up, their jackets are hung up or whatever. I don't really care. I see. Very interesting. Alright, you guys, I'm going to go downstairs and start making food, but don't forget to get this stuff up. Okay? Alright, y'all, I wanted to show y'all this. Kids are under their bed, their bunk bed, as you can see, a mountain of trash. And I've been asking for the longest about these toys and where are they, and nobody knew. And Salome over there decides to lift up the bed, and we found a whole bunch of stuff. So I got them cleaning out this room. Take turns. Have them two hold it, and then you. All right, you got this there, whatever. There's some stuff over here. Kiara, look over there in that corner. There's stuff over there. Stick your hand under there and like push it out so that she can grab it or pull it out towards you or whatever. Felicia, go help. Go over there. Yeah, y'all can see, look at all of this. And they finna get all of this. Get this stuff up. Paper plates and everything. And y'all need to make up these beds when y'all get done. Your bed ain't perfect with stuff underneath it.
Well, just a couple of give me.
Y'all got glitter everywhere. Look at this. A glittery mess. Yeah, but it's not supposed to be all over the floor and everywhere in the house.
So much glitter. Wow, it's a big pair.
This is the trash bag right there. That's what it's for. Make sure y'all put all those Legos in there. Another what?
Another trash bag.
You don't need another trash bag. There's one right here. It's not full. Pick it up. Yeah. All of that's going to fit in there. Trust me. That bag is not full. So, then I come in here and I'm sweeping up under my bed, and this is what I found under my bed. They socks, because they throw their socks. Of course, my baby's cup. Lord have mercy. And I swear, you guys, I literally sweep in my room every other day. Never ceases to amaze me the amount of trash that winds up in your room. Look at this. Toys that just be transferred from one room to the next. So, I just dropped babies off at their second home, headed back to my side of town so I can start making this money. So yeah, hopefully you guys got a chance. Well, if you watched the video all the way up until this point, you got a chance to see me cleaning my me cleaning my bovida. It's called a bovida. But it's basically a spiritual shrine where I honor all of my ancestors, those who have passed on before me, family members that I have had the chance to meet, and those that I haven't. I have obituaries up there of people who I've never even met before, but, you know, have done some research, talked to some family members, and acknowledge them as being a part of my family tree. So that's where I honor them, as well as any spiritual guides, or what people will call guardian angels, but we call them spiritual guides that are specific to me, that may not necessarily be family members. So yeah, we're headed back. I just want to show you guys my son. I don't know if you can see him back there, but he's knocked out with crumbs all over his mouth. And that's Kiki is chilling back there. She was just taking a nap. She's probably gonna fall back to sleep shortly. But yeah, so I'm headed back to, like I said, my side of town. I'm in West Covina. I just dropped my children off in West Covina, and so now I gotta head back to Orange County and see about making some money today. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do a separate video for that. Probably going to close out the vlog right now, or I may not. We'll see. We shall see how it goes. But oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. See, I forgot that fast. So I actually stopped and got some pizza for the kids. My kids are greedy, you guys, and I'm trying to, well, the two older ones are a little bit greedy. They've gotten into this habit of just, let me reposition my camera. But yeah, they've gotten into this habit of just like eating. So I taught them this mantra, which is basically, I will eat to live and not live to eat. So whenever they start getting antsy, which doesn't happen very often, but like my daughter, my oldest daughter, I give them a bowl of, whenever I do cereal, I give them a bowl of cereal. And sometimes she'll, so we're going to turn this into like a family vlog / a mini mukbang, because I'm going to eat my pizza at the same time. Oh my God, a yard sale. Okay, so, yeah, so whenever I give them cereal, like, I'm very strategic about how I feed my kids, because I'm trying to encourage healthy eating habits. I know I'm saying that as I eat pizza, but we don't eat unhealthy like that on a regular basis. I like to cook, and usually when I cook the way I was taught. And the way I was taught is you have protein, you have vegetable, and you have starch. So, you know, my kids are of Afro-Cuban descent, so I try to keep in line too with the cultural foods that they are accustomed to eating. They eat a lot of white rice, black beans, plantains, fried plantains, and then a protein, not necessarily vegetables. So I'll do white rice and black beans, or I'll do white rice and red beans, and then, but majority of the time, I'm usually doing vegetables. I'll do white rice and I'll do vegetables. So I usually do some French style cut green beans as a vegetable, or like last night I did a mixture. I did the French style cut green beans plus broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots. And I just get like a bag from the frozen section, and I'll just saute that up in the pan with some olive oil, garlic, and some seasoning, maybe a little bit of butter, and then they'll have that with whatever protein. So last night I made ground turkey barbecue meatloaf. So that's basically what we have for dinner. But yeah, when I do cereal for the kids, I'll do, for the two big ones, I'll give them a full cereal bowl. And it's not a big, huge bowl like you would use to make a cake. I mean a regular cereal bowl. I'll give them a full cereal bowl, you know, to eat. And then that's it. Sometimes my older daughters are like, can I have another bowl? No. I know it's very tempting because that's how I grew up. I would have 2 bowls of cereal. But it's like, no, a bowl of cereal is good enough. If you want something to eat, you can have an orange or an apple or a banana, you know, snack on a piece of fruit. Then for lunch, same thing. I try to give them healthy stuff for lunch, as healthy as I can get it. You know, we'll do cold cut sandwiches, which you guys have seen. We'll do cold cut sandwiches, but whatever I give them, especially if it's really starchy or if it has a lot of carbs, like corn dogs, I'll do corn dogs. And I am, I am sensitive to the fact that the older ones, you know, they do, I won't say have a higher tolerance for food, but they do eat a lot more. than smaller kids. So, for example, the little kids, when I give them cereal, I only give them a half a bowl of cereal with milk. Because whenever I give them a full bowl of cereal, and this is by trial and error, so don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an expert. This is just by trial and error as a parent. We all go through these stages trying to find out what works best. But for my kids, let me turn on AC because I'm dying. But for my kids, when I started giving them full bowls of cereal for the little ones, they would never finish it. I would always find it on the sink. So now I give them a half a bowl. When they get older, then I will increase the amount. Now for dinner, for lunch, I'll do sandwiches, turkey, cheese, mayo, and then they'll have a piece of fruit. Or I get the healthy fruit snacks, the fruit leathers, and they'll have one of those, and then they'll have some water. Or they get to choose. Usually I'll let them choose. You can have water now for lunch, or you can have some juice for lunch. But if you have your juice now, then for dinner, then they have water. And then I encourage them to drink water all throughout the day, which thankfully, a lot of kids don't like to drink water, but my kids will drink water all day freaking long. So I don't have to worry about that. It's just their vegetable content that is worrisome to me because, like I said, my kids are really, really picky. So my daughter, Felicia, my 6-year-old, I made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch, and I gave them peanut butter. That was it, just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and then a cup of juice because I've had them drinking water all this weekend because they've all been sick. So I didn't give them the privilege of having anything sweet or acidic. So they had that. And I really didn't want to give them the cereal, but they didn't really want to wait for me to cook. And you know what I mean, with them being all congested, everybody being congested, I was like, no, it's probably best if we just kind of cool it on that. But they didn't want to, so I gave them cereal. You guys have to excuse me, I'm hungry. So yeah, outside of that, let me see, for dinner, what do I do for my kids for dinner? Oh, I told you guys what I'll do for my kids for dinner. I'll do a starch or a carb, and then I do easy meals too. I'll do lasagna, not lasagna, I'll do spaghetti. I used to use regular pasta, now I use whole grain pasta, or I'll get the tricolor pasta. People usually use them for cold pasta salads, like with olive oil and vinegar and tomatoes and mozzarella cheese. But I'll get the tricolor pasta, the one specifically that has the spinach. I think it's spinach, tomato, and carrot, and I'll use that for my spaghetti too, as a way to kind of like cut back on just plain carb intake. And then, like I said, every day they either get juice or water. I also used to do smoothies, but we haven't been doing smoothies in a while. I did a smoothie today, but I didn't like how it tasted. Those bananas, frozen fruits, have been in that freezer for a couple of months, and I know you guys are like, well, it doesn't go bad, but it certainly tastes like it's been in there for a couple of months. So I don't know, it could be just, I don't know, but I think I'm just going to toss them out and start fresh. And then when I go grocery shopping, I'm just gonna buy stock up on frozen fruits and vegetables, because that was my sneak way of getting the kids to intake their vegetables. I will put a handful and a half, basically a cup and a half of spinach with frozen strawberries and bananas, and then I would use some almond milk, sometimes ice cream, sometimes not, most of the time not with ice cream, but I'll just crush up some ice and put it in there with the fruits and the spinach, and then I'll use a juice like the Simply Orange with banana, and that's it. And they'll drink that, and they have no idea that it's spinach in there. And they'll drink that just fine. So I'm gonna go back to that, especially because summertime is coming. It's gonna be hot, and I don't want them to be sucking on sweet popsicles every 5 seconds trying to cool down. So that'll be something that I could give them, and it's also pretty filling too. But yeah, back to my daughter. So my oldest daughter, I'm kind of struggling, not struggling with her, but I'll say she's struggling. She's a lot more body conscious. When they get to that age, 12, like get to middle school, and they start noticing girls are dressing different, you know what I mean? For the most part, these girls are like growing up so fast. They don't want to wear pigtails anymore. They want to have this style and that style. You know what I mean? It's just too much. Like I'm so thankful that I was raised the way that I was raised. I'm so thankful that I grew up the way that I grew up. You know what I mean? My grandmother was not trying to keep up with the times at all. And honestly, that was cool for me. I was a pure tomboy when I was a kid. I remember going to school with an afro. I literally got up, washed my hair, blow dried it, and I just let it go. I had a huge Michael Jackson afro when I went to school, and some of the other girls, you know, oh, you can't walk around like that, and they wanted to put gel and crap on my hair, but I really wasn't feeling all of that. I have been like Brandy all my life. I have been wearing braids. I like braids, plain braids. I don't need no braids going up with the bang and the swoop and the bob, none of that. Just plain long braids. That's what I have been wearing since I was, I'll say 14 years old. My mom tried to press my hair, and my grandmother would do that press and curl stuff, but that was never my thing. I don't like that kind of stuff. And I like pressing and doing other people's hair, but for me personally, that's not my thing. I'm not about to be, I just can't get with the wrap clips, the duck clips, wrapping it up every night, taking it out I just can't. I'm just, no, honey. And then I've had bad experiences too. Have you guys, let me know in the comment section below, you know, for some of my melanated folks, have you guys had any experience? Like I have, as you guys can see, my hair grows to be pretty long. This is my hair. These are locks. And this is my hair, as you can see. So my hair is already past my bra strap. And I had my hair before I locked it when I was a kid. As you can imagine, my hair grew really, really long and thick too. So I went to a, where did I go? I was in cosmetology school. And I asked one of the senior students that were getting ready to graduate to color my hair. Now, I didn't want permanent color. I wanted a cellophane. And I knew the difference because I was a student too. So I'm like, I want a cellophane because a cellophane is basically a conditioner with a light tint on your hair. I didn't want a color. She ended up putting a color on my hair. And the reason why I didn't want a color is because I think I had a relaxer at the same time. My mother had put a relaxer. That's what I'm saying. My mother was in love with playing in my hair, and everybody would always be like, oh, your daughter's hair is so long. And she wanted to put all these chemicals and stuff in it, and she wanted me to look a certain way. And it was just like, dude, like, this is just not my style. But she could not stop playing in my hair, so she would put perms in my hair. But anyways, back to my story because I'm just kind of rambling. Yeah, I didn't want a permanent color. I wanted a cellophane. And so on top of that, she was supposed to trim my ends. When I tell you, that girl, like, my hair was pretty much the length that it is now, but without the locks. When I tell you, she cut off more than half of my hair, and my hair obviously started to fall out because now I had a relaxer that had just been put on, and then you put a permanent color on my hair. And I told her, pure jealousy. Women do that. Women, I don't know why, but women do that, and I can't get with it. So I learned how to braid at a very young age. I even had some clients, I would just do individuals, braid their hair, braid my hair. I never had to worry about who's gonna do my hair anymore. But yeah, pressing, curling and all that is not really my thing. So as you guys can see, my baby Kiki, she has so much hair. Now, I don't put chemicals in her hair outside of shampoo and conditioner, and I keep her hair oiled and greased. I said every now and then I will flat iron her hair because of the texture of her hair. I will flat iron her hair and I will trim her ends. But other than that, that's as far as it goes. We're not doing no relaxers, no jerry. No, we're not doing none of that stuff over here. Yeah, it's just too much. Too much for me. That's my little ramble, you guys. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. Like I said earlier, that I haven't put any vlogs out there, and I noticed that when I was doing all my videos, I would do them all like in the same day. I would do them like all on the weekend, and I should spread them out. So I made my kids a promise and said that I wouldn't do family vlogs unless we were all together because I didn't want them to feel left out. But, you know, I had a conversation with them, and I said, hey, you know what, it's still our channel. I'm still going to do the family vlogs when you guys are around, but I think it's kind of unfair, and, you know, we want our channel to grow. We need to put videos out on a consistent basis. So I'm just going to vlog stuff as it happens. I'm going to try to highlight the most important moments, hence the name of the channel, Melanated Moments. I'm going to highlight specific moments of each day that I feel can bring joy or that someone can connect to on my channel. But outside of that, I don't know, you guys. I'm still trying to figure this process out. But what could really help me is if you guys would smash that like button. More than anything, just hit the like button. Definitely share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. I am thankful for the progress that I have been making. I believe I am at 21 subscribers right now, and I'm thankful. I'm really, truly, truly, truly thankful for those of you who are sticking by me, who are relating to me, who are enjoying my content. Also, stay tuned, you guys. I got my hand all in the way, but yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Like I mentioned earlier, for those of you who hadn't seen, if this is your first time, I have different series or different videos. I have videos where I'm talking about the gig economy platforms that I work with, and then I also have a new series that I decided to start right now where I'm actually going through and discussing my spiritual lifestyle. I believe that spiritual and physical wellness is a very significant part of everyday life, and it's what's keeping me going. So I definitely want to highlight that to you guys and encourage you guys to check that out for those of you who are open to those types of spiritual platforms. Definitely check those videos out, more to come.